Yep, we're live. We are officially live.
Okay, cool.
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? What is that? You guys can hear me, yes?
I can't hear you. I gotta turn off the speakers. It's loud out here. Keep going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tonight is deal night, okay? Let me pull up my screen here. For those of you who are new, we will be explaining what this event is, how it's ran, who our amazing guests and panelists and presenters are later. For now, we're just going to do a little bit of small talk here, wait for the other guys to get on. This show will start by 7:10 at the latest. Do me a favor, put in the comment section, say what's up, let me know you're here. Let me see if I can share this screen.
Just focus on hosting. I'll do the sharing.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, I see.
I'll be back.
It's thunderstorming like crazy where I'm at. Anybody else experiencing rain? Put it in the comment section. Let me know if you see any rain outside or if it's sunshine. If it's sunshine, you're probably at the beach. What's up, Victoria? How are you? What's up, Wayne? Thanks for tuning in for the first time. I appreciate it, brother. Yo, what's up, Tom? All right, we got Sean in here. Let's bring him in. Sean, what's up, brother?
What's up, guys?
Sean, what's up?
Joey.
All right, you got the Google Sheet, I see, right?
Yeah, let me do it right now. I just got in and I ran straight in here.
Oh, good.
My son tried to kiss and hug me as they get off of me.
Oh, man.
Got something to
You
do.
in your closet?
No, I am. I'm in my office closet, but we're in the middle of.
Nice.
Yeah, wait for that post. All right, deal number 1. I see that. Do I scroll down? All right, deal number 2. That's me. Sean Speedy.
Yeah, you got it. It's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, I got 2. If you guys need
All
me
right. I think we just have time for just one tonight.
All right. Well, then this one I thought was really good.
Give me your best. Give me your best one, baby.
I just don't know how to get the pictures and stuff in there.
What do you have on? You have them on a Google Sheet right now? What do
I got them in an email.
Okay. Oh, like as PDFs.
Yeah.
The downloads.
Just drag them over.
No, try and
I can make a Dropbox real quick.
Make a Dropbox. Make a Dropbox.
I'll do that while the first presenter. Goal. What's goal? To
you're wholesaling it, fix and flipping, raising money for it.
To wholesale. Okay,
right. Can you guys see my screen or no? What's this look like? Oh, this shows a dual screen, right?
All right, let me make this.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do this now, it's a full screen. Oh, this is way better.
Let me make this Dropbox real quick.
All right. I can't answer right now.
Is it just us 3?
No, it's not. And you're not going to be on here forever. Just kidding. Love you. No, it's we got Matt. Matt just came in. Let's bring him in. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, guys?
How are you, brother?
I'm all right. Trying to I'm doing this off my phone. Whatever.
Really? Oh wow, looks good.
Yeah. Great lighting, huh?
Yeah. I got to figure out how to work with these dual monitors. For those of you guys who are tuning in, we're officially got like 50 people tuned in right now. We're still not even started officially. We're going to be getting started here around 7:10. So hang tight, guys. We got this comment section. It's really the online networking. Someone shot us an email yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, we love the online platform. It's really great. The education is great, and it's a new way to learn today." But and then they mentioned something about like it's hard to network, with private chat rooms and all that stuff. Guys, we have this comment section over here. You guys can use this to network. Actually, let's do it right now. Go ahead and post there, what you do and what your goal is for tonight's event. Use that comment section, get to know each other, get to network with each other. That's the new way of networking without shaking hands and high fives. All right?
I missed the high fives.
Let's see. Who's going to be my first person to drop in on that comment section? All right. So, Matt, you'll be a judge tonight. Sean, you're filling out the deal, right? Is it done?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the lockbox.
Yeah, you're good.
I mean, the Dropbox is finished, and I'll send the link over.
What is that, Matt? Is that a HUD for your 600 unit project?
It's boring paperwork.
My goodness.
Boring paperwork.
All right, John's in here now, which is good. And we got Europe will be last. Guys, by the way, this is like our first deal night ever. Super last minute. Some of the greatest things in life happen in spontaneous moments. So I'm excited for that. Listen, real quick. Okay, so we got some new comments here. Let's see. All right, good. Okay, so by the way, if you guys have a deal that you want to present, all right, if you guys have a deal that you want to present tonight, shoot me an email right now at ElijahBarber@tristatemixer.com. Just put the subject line as deal night. Okay. If you guys have a deal, any questions over any deals or anything like that, just shoot me an email, and we will get your questions answered. Okay. How you guys been, Sean? You were showing a house. How'd it go?
It's good. It's good.
Were you showing it as a realtor? Was this a wholesale deal?
What was that? I'm sorry.
No, you were showing it as a realtor. Is this a wholesale deal?
The one that I was at earlier, it was a wholesale deal,
Oh, nice.
but it's not really a good one.
Right. And are you going to turn it into a good one?
Yeah, I'm gonna still service and do the best I can to help the seller. Reason why I want to help actually is because she's in Atlanta. The father passed away 2 months ago, but the conditions he was living in was really horrible.
Right.
She couldn't make it out here in time, and I know that it's still a burden in her hands, on her shoulders. So I'll work with her and making sure she's okay, getting rid of it.
I love it, man. You're the best person to work with, so they're in good hands.
Yeah, I like to think so.
I know so. All right.
That's a nice, genuine guy.
Here we got my deal. We got Sean's deal. John's going to be on hopefully now, and then Yurk will pop on here in a minute. Hey, let's see. Sean, do you have Yurk's number or no?
My what?
You know who Yaroslav is? Yurk?
Oh yeah.
I have it.
All right. No, Joey, because you're a panelist, I can't have you call him because we'll be in the middle of doing panel stuff. I'll call him. I'll figure it out. So as I was saying, spontaneous moments, right? We are putting this thing together at the last minute. We are going to crush it. We're going to kill it. Stick with us. Hold on to the very end. We are going to have some fun here. But more importantly, understand that we're still figuring, this whole online thing out, as well as our first deal night ever. Like, come on, who's excited for deal night? Get the deals tonight, baby.
I'm excited.
I'm super excited.
We're still used to
I have another question.
bringing Nick. We got Nick in here.
Hey,
Hey, Nick.
What's going on?
long time. I don't even recognize you guys.
Who's that?
Oh, come on now.
What's everybody been doing? But here, what you been doing, dude? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I've been at the beach a lot.
Oh, okay. So you haven't been in quarantine.
No, I have the antibodies, is what I tell everybody. So
Wait, you have the antibody? How's that? You got sick already or something?
I got tested in like April or March. My brother got sick, so we all went and got tested, and it said I had the antibodies already. I never got sick.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but that's it.
Oh,
Then
you-
I'm at the beach.
That's cool, dude. How's the beach been like? I haven't gone.
It's packed.
It's packed.
It's packed. Yeah.
What it's not supposed to be. What beach do you go to?
Belmar.
Belmar?
Wait,
Joe,
the
you were at the beach last week, right?
Yeah, I was in Wildwood.
How was that?
It was packed too,
Yeah?
but it was also very foggy that day. Really foggy.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
there.
saw that.
Wait, who else was there?
Joey, I was there that day. It was foggy. I stayed Sunday.
Oh,
You stayed Sunday? You stayed into Sunday?
you went
I
to
stayed
Wildwood?
Sunday till Monday, but I was there the day it was foggy.
Oh,
I see.
you were in Wildwood or another beach?
I was at another beach, but I guess it was just Jersey in general or something because
Yeah, I
the
think it
clouds
was
were really low. It was really low.
Were you able to hit up Nick's restaurant?
No, we didn't have a chance to go. Yeah, we
I
had
went to Berardi's.
Yeah?
we had other stuff
Elijah ate
going on.
everything on the menu.
I thought he's a
Elijah ate
vegan. Isn't
everything.
it like a bunch of non-vegan stuff on the menu?
Well, he had the mozzarella sticks. He had a veggie slice. He had a couple plain slices. Then we got ice cream afterwards.
Oh man,
It
we should have
was,
went there.
Yeah, I don't know how Elijah made it home. He had a food coma.
He probably fell asleep in the car.
It's a good thing my car can drive itself. So
Can it? Can your car drive itself?
It's
yeah.
got Tesla. Yeah, Joey's got the Tesla.
All right. I think we're good. I think we're ready, right?
Yeah,
Got
John.
everything we need?
John's gonna come on like 7:15.
Yeah, John can take his time.
in a few minutes. All right, let's get this show started. So we got Sean in here, Mahir, Joey, and Nick. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another online webinar, literally coming to you from the New York Real Estate Investors Association. We got the New Jersey Real Estate Investors Association, and last but not least, if you're from Philly, we got the Philadelphia Real Estate Investors Association in the building tonight. I'm your host. My name is Elijah Barber. I live in Jersey City. We flip properties all throughout Jersey. I'm excited to be here with you. We got my main host here, Mr. Nick Tang. Nick, say what's up.
Hey guys, what's up? By the way, I'm not the main host tonight. You are. I'm just here to make sure that nothing breaks.
Exactly, which is why he is now officially the head main host. All right. Just kidding. Anyway, enough with the corny jokes. So my name is Elijah Barber. I have the chance to host for you guys tonight. We're going to get started right now. We're going to end this event around 8:30, 8:40. Few very important notes I want to hit on with you guys. Okay. Number one, we have this community here, right? We have this community here. So real quick, before I get anything, do me a quick favor, put it in the comment section. Let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. I want to know if you're coming from New York, Brooklyn, Manhattan. If you're watching from Philadelphia, what part of Philadelphia you're watching from. If you're coming from Jersey, let me know where you're tuning in at. Put it in the comment section right now. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to see where everybody's tuning in from. Let's get those comments rolling. Let's see. And in the meantime, okay, two quick announcements. Number one, the New York Real Estate Investor Association, the New Jersey Real Estate Investor Association, and the PA, okay, Real Estate Investor Association. We as a collective are the largest real estate meetup groups in the entire country. Okay, my partner Nick, he's been doing this stuff for years, built great community. I've literally made some of the greatest connections. I've met everyone that's on this call tonight from a live event that we used to do, right? Matt, I met at a live event, Sean at a live event, Joey at a live event. So it's like, it's really a beneficial community as long as you're willing to go out there and network and introduce yourself and ask the right questions to the right people. But I want to let you guys know that we are a membership-based club. What does that mean? Our membership, it's a very tight community. This event here it's an only members event. And so we do special events for our prime members, right? Nick, everyone here is a member, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I don't need to pitch that because you guys are already on board. You guys know that.
There's a lot of people that we're also broadcasting on Facebook.
Right. So if you're tuning in from Facebook, YouTube, the StreamYard, if you're watching the replay of this, I do want to let you know that we are a membership-based club. And so, these are very special events that we put on. We also record a lot of these events and we put them onto our website for our members only. And this website has everything from wholesaling, fixing and flipping, buying and holding, how to calculate rehab, how to analyze cash flow deals. It literally has everything that you could want for the residential real estate space on that website, which is available for our members. So at the end of this event, or, Nick's going to shoot an email out to you guys, going to touch base with you and send you the option to join our membership. The price is freaking unbelievable. Okay. If you're tuning in right now, you get the best price in the world. It's typically $197. It's a one-time payment, lasts an entire year. $197 is a steal. Am I right, gentlemen?
Cheap as hell.
Joey, bringing.
I mean, you guys only made like a ton of money from it.
We only make,
everyone on this panel.
You only make your investment back, right? So just kidding, right? You really get out of what you put into it, but like we try to bring you guys the best value possible. And so what we do is for people who are watching live, or if you are getting the replay and you do happen to get the link or the email from Nick, we do offer it for a very special price at $97. $97 one-time payment. You get access to our organization for an entire year. We bring it to you online. Whenever the vaccines come out, whenever things clear up, I don't know how long, I don't know when, but when they do, we're going to be right back into the live events. And, we're just evolving as a community. So if you're looking to get involved with a community who's local, who's doing things, this is the group that you want to be a part of. At the end, you'll have the option to join that. So make sure you take advantage of that. So with that being said, tonight's event is deal night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are excited and pumped up for the first ever, this is the first ever, right? Can we put a round of applause together for our first ever online deal night? I'm excited. We're going to crush it tonight. Okay. So what is deal night? Deal night is an event where we literally bring up live deals. Okay. We bring up the deals. We let these people pitch these deals to us. And we as a group, we get to go through the deal, right? We get to figure out what's the purchase price. Is this a good price? What's it worth once you do any renovations? Does it need renovations? Does it not? Is it rented? At the end of the day, we're here to analyze it as a group to figure out if it's a good investment. Now, if it is a good investment and you're wanting to get involved on the deal, it's very simple. Reach out to the person who pitched it. Touch base with them. Get their phone number, right? Let them know you are interested. These guys that are on this call are all guys that have made lots of money in real estate, right? These are active deal people. They're structuring deals all the time, putting money together all the time. Like, I'm excited to be here with them. It's an honor for me. But for those of you guys who are brand new, or whether you're experienced or whatever, like, touch base with these guys, let them know what you're working on. If you're interested in their deal, definitely reach out quickly, because their deals, they go away quickly. So with that being said, we have 4 deals that we're going to be pitching tonight. We got 2 in Jersey City, and we got 2 in Philadelphia. All right. So we got some cash flow. We got some redevelopment. We got some fix and flip tonight. So we're going to be diving into everything. It's going to be a real fun time. With that being said, Willie's on here. With that being
loser,
yeah,
welcome.
Short Sell Willie's on here. Is he pitching tonight, Nick?
No, he's
What
not.
happened?
Okay. No. He just poked in. So with that being said, guys, we're going to kind of go ahead and get started. One final announcement. Listen, we can't do this without you. Please do me a huge favor. This is the second thing that I'm asking. The first thing that I'm asking is join the membership if you're not a part of it. Second thing, this is the last thing I'm going to ask you. Please like and share this video. Okay. It helps us reach more people, helps get out good information, and it helps support and grow the community. So if you get any value at all from today's event and you're excited about what you learned, please hit that like and share. It would mean the world to your man, Elijah. I appreciate you. And let's get this thing started. All right. So let's do a screen share here. What's up, John? How are you, brother? John Boyle. Hey.
You got to add him to the stream, right?
All right. Yeah. He's coming in. What's up, John?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
You can add Willie.
No.
We're all good friends.
Willie's the deal man, but he has no video. Come on, Willie. Get your video.
Oh, come on. So amateur.
Such a Willie move. Such a Willie move.
So let me let's do quick intros real quick. Sean, I'm going to take you out of here. You can intro yourself whenever you pitch your deal. Okay.
Okay.
John, same for you. You can intro yourself when you pitch your deal. All right. So we got our panelists tonight. Okay. These guys are literally mentors of mine, guys that I look up to. I'm excited to hear their perspective on basically anything that I do. Joey saved my tail so many times. Matt's been a great friend, an advisor to a lot of stuff that I do. And, I mean, Nick's just a monster. I mean, look at him. He's an awesome guy. You know what I mean? Especially with that white t-shirt with white background. I mean, buddy, you're just killing it. Okay. So Matt, Joey, let's go ahead and start off with Mr. Mahir Allen. Please introduce yourself to our group. Let us know who you are. Let us know what you're all about.
All right, I'm Mahir Allen. I kind of got started in the paper space, the mortgage, distressed mortgage space in like 2012 through like 2015-ish. Then in about 2016, I started going to, actually I knew Nick before that, but I started coming to a lot of Nick's weekend workshops where he would just focus in on a topic, come to these networking events. And one thing that Nick said is just like, sometimes if you hear a good piece of information, just jump on it and put that into play. So I remember going to one of his weekend workshops. He said, target deals that are over 120 days on the market, on the MLS. That was on Saturday. On Monday, I put in an offer. On Wednesday, I had the deal on the contract. So from late 2016 till now, I got close to 60 units, 20-something, 25, 26 properties, done a bunch of flips, raised some capital, and here I am.
That's awesome. Mahir, thank you so much for that intro. And I just want to recap on that. Like in less than 3 years, got over 60 units. You're a madman, brother. Like, I appreciate you. I'm excited to hear your
I'm going mad.
I'm excited to hear your perspective on the deals tonight, and thanks so much for tuning in. Joey Chan, Facebook legend, right? Newbie real estate investor legend. Joey, introduce yourself, man.
Hey guys, what's up? So I've been a real estate investor for the last, a contractor for the last 17 years. I started out doing kitchen design back in 2002. That's how I started. And then in 2003, I started my construction business. And 2008, I did my first rental property. So I did okay with that. Eventually, I had to split up with my partner in 2011. And, we sold off the property. But in 2010, because of Jesus. I'm getting everything mixed up here.
Alcohol.
So,
Joe's been at the beach for the last
housing
few months.
Bubble collapsed, right, back in 2008. So I basically had a lumber yard in 2010, but business was terrible. And so I ended up losing tons of money, about $250,000 on that business. And not even a year later, I got audited by the IRS. So I lost about another $265,000 from there. So I didn't do much real estate, just kind of laid low for a while. And 2015, I started going to real estate events. And then in 2017, I met Nick and Elijah for the first time, went to their event. And actually, that's when kind of everything changed for me. After I met Nick, he gave me some good advice. And then the other thing that I discovered was hard money as well. So with hard money, I was finally able to start funding deals, and so I partnered up with a few people doing JVs. And so I started, doing flips and things like that. So going to today, so I've done wholesaling, done a bunch of flips. I own 18 units as far as rental. We're, hopefully going to have more. Actually, no, I'm lying because we just closed on one yesterday. So it's our first commercial property. It's a storefront. And we're gonna put a kitchen cabinet showroom in there. So that's our other business that we have as well. There's a rental unit on top. So that makes it 19.
But your commercial unit is also possibly rental, but you're using it.
Yeah,
right?
but we're gonna occupy it. So we're not renting it. So I'm not counting that. And the other thing we do is podcasts. So we've been doing a podcast for about a year now. It's called Newbie Real Estate Investors. And, we interview a lot of investors, and they kind of get to tell their story to everybody. And we kind of also learn from them what they're doing, what their strategy is, and things like that. Nick was also very gracious. He was on the show as well. So I want to thank you for that, being on the show. He's one of the top views on the show.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's basically what I do.
I love it. Joey, thank you so much for that introduction. I mean,
No
you
problem.
also got experience with like, subject to, and I know you did a deal
Yes.
in Texas, like, virtual, which
Yeah.
is insane, man. So I'm
Mhm.
excited to have you on here. Guys, if you haven't connected with Joey or Mahir, make sure you get their contact information. Make sure you add them to your contact list. And make sure you touch base with them, really means a lot. Where's Matt at? Did his connection go bad? Looks like it,
He'll be
right?
back. He'll be back.
So let's get this thing started.
always come back.
Nick, you got the comment section. You're taking care of that?
No.
Okay. So,
Don't worry about that. Just go. Just like.
all right.
Yeah.
So let's do this. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull up the deal. You guys should be able to see it on the screen. If I do this here. All right. So we're going to pull up the deal. We're going to have the presenters kind of run through the property address, what the goal of the project is, and just run through some of the numbers. Okay. If you guys have specific questions, please post them in the comment section. If you have any thoughts, if you want to, know anything a little bit more, put it all in the comment section so we could make sure we get those answered for you. We'll have the panelists here. They're going to dive through the deal with us. So we'll present for a few minutes, go to the panelists for some feedback, and just kind of walk through the deal. And let's see if we can. I'm ready to hear some of the good deals tonight. And I think tonight we have the best deal ever up first, which is none other than yours truly, Elijah Barber. Let's bring in Matt. All right, Matt, you here? Joey, you
Yeah,
here?
sorry, I'm back.
I'm here.
You're good. All right, so let's kind of go through this deal. So this is one of my deals. Let me tell you guys how this deal has been going recently. I've been working on this deal now for probably about 6 months. Okay, it started before quarantine, before the Corona situation. When the Corona situation came around, we asked for a huge reduction, like a $50,000 reduction, and the seller was not on board with it. We originally had it for like, it was either 260 or 265. No, it was 265, I think, and we got it down like 14,000 or something like that. I think it's 15,000. We got it down. So I have it under contract right now for 250,000. So what is it? It is a single family in Bergen Lafayette, Jersey City. Okay.
Woo.
This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Very important here. The basement has egress, entrance, and exit. I'm not counting any bedrooms in the basement, but there's egress, entrance, and exit down there. Okay.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Egress, entrance, and egress, exit. If you try to convert a property, like the first question that the building department always asks, is it egress, entrance, and egress, exit, and egress windows? Which means that if the fire department needs to come in and save someone, are they able to have easy access in and out? And there's legal window heights and door sizes and all that for egress. That's correct,
By the
right?
way, before you
Yeah.
continue, make everything bigger on there because I can't see it.
All right.
Can you see it, Joey?
I have a pretty big screen, so I can see it. But yeah, if you zoom in, it'll be much better
Yeah.
because my
Okay.
vision is not that good.
All right. This is better.
It's a lot better.
Okay, cool. So it's 101.5 Oak Street in Jersey City. I'm telling you guys right now, we do a lot of business in Jersey City. Finding anything in this area in between 220 and 270 is it's very hard to do today. Jersey City has been a market that's been changing. It's been emerging over the past 10 years. I remember we have a few buddies, and Nick himself, they own several units in Jersey City, and they literally talk about how much it's appreciated over value, mainly due to the fact that, the city's putting a lot of money into there. There's literally condo conversions going every single month. There's all sorts of redevelopment taking place there. There's a lot of money in Jersey City, and people are being forced out, and higher income people are moving in to Jersey City. So it's a really interesting market, one that we're excited to be a part of. So let's go through some of the numbers. Actually, let me pull up the property. So if I do this, right, you guys can see my screen, yes?
Yep.
Okay, here's some of the pictures. I only have a few pictures. I have video walkthrough of everything. So let's do this, right? This is a row house here, okay? 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. We actually have 3 bedrooms up here and 1 bedroom down here in the first floor. And then this basement is the egress entrance with the windows and the egress exit in the back. So you can walk all the way in and out. There is a kitchen down here. It's not legal. And there's also a full bath down here as well. Okay. So that's what the front of the house looks like.
Wait, before you go, Joey, what's an egress window and entrance? Like, what does that really mean?
Yeah.
So, well, actually, Elijah said it perfectly. So it's for people to be able to escape and also for the firemen to get in.
Okay.
Right. For the window itself, you need to have 5.7 square feet of, glass opening so that you can either open the window or they can break it and come in.
If they need to. Right.
Yeah, if they need to. Right.
That window doesn't look like it's egress, right?
Yeah. So it's
what's
just
an egress entrance. That's no such thing.
No,
right?
no, it's not such thing as entrance and exit. They're both entrances and exits. So
Okay.
it's egress. Egress basically means a way out. So it's kind of like saying exit,
Right. So it has 2 exits. So I would just say 2 egress exits in a way.
Right.
2
Correct.
egresses.
2
Period.
egresses. Yeah.
Boom. Love it.
There's an entrance and an exit, and the windows are really the egress, right?
Yeah. So the door you can go in and out, right? Obviously.
Yep.
And windows you can really only go out, even though you could technically go in.
Mhm. All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for that. Just learned something. Awesome. Okay. So let's go through the condition of this. So first of all, these pictures were taken like 6-7 months ago. The tenant has actually painted the whole unit herself, and she paid for that. Okay. So we got, this is the bedroom on the first floor. You see the hardwood flooring there. What I will share with you that is not pictured, which I will discuss, there's about 40 square foot of hardwood flooring in this room that does need to be replaced. Why? Because it's starting to chip a little bit. It's really kind of a safety hazard. It's currently tenant occupied, which I will dive in. We're going to the condition right now. This is the living room on the first floor, right? So we were just in the bedroom. We walk into the living room, and if we keep going straight, we'll go right into the kitchen. Okay, we got the hardwood floors. These walls, they are plaster. So they're in good condition. They do, plaster, Joey knows more about plaster than I do, but it does require some maintenance, especially if people don't take care of it. But the tenant has been here for over 5 years. It's taken a lot of really good care of the property and has stayed with the rent increases that the landlord did apply. Here's part of the kitchen. Not the best image, I know, forgive me. I have a video walkthrough of this that's way clearer. But here's the kitchen. You got the tile floors. You got really the basic lower and upper cabinets, okay? Here's the bathroom. We have the vanity. We have a toilet on the right, and then we have the shower with the tub, okay? And here's one of the other bedrooms on the second floor. And there's the rest of the bathroom that I showed earlier. And here's a bathroom in the basement. So there's the vanity there, the toilet, and then there's a stand-up shower to the right of that. Okay. So that's a little bit of the pictures. I have the video walkthroughs. If you guys want to see those, I can get those to you. Let's talk about this deal. Okay. So I have it under contract for $250,000. What does that mean? I met with the seller. We've agreed on the price. They've agreed to sell it at $250,000, and we did a lot of negotiations to get it down to $250,000 because it wasn't originally at $250,000. Okay. So I have it for $250,000. So I have a few kind of options here. Number one, it's currently tenant occupied. Okay. It's currently tenant occupied. It has a tenant that has lived in Jersey City her whole life. This tenant has been in Jersey City her whole life. She knows Jersey City better than any of us. Okay. She knows all the neighbors. She knows everyone. She's a super cool tenant. Her current rent right now is $1,880 a month. She pays $1,880 a month. Section 8 pays a portion of that. This is a Section 8 tenant. For anyone who doesn't know about Bergen Lafayette is it's still technically a lower income neighborhood, but it's drastically up and coming right now. There's a lot of money going to Bergen Lafayette neighborhood specifically. So she's paying $1,880 a month. She got started off at $1,500, and she's done rent increases year after year and has been able to afford them. What's really cool about this tenant is that she is a Section 8 tenant that also works. So she's employed. And for anyone who does leasing or management, there's Section 8 tenants where they're on full support, where they don't do any work, which means they're in the house all the time. And then there's Section 8 tenants where they do work and they're not in the house all the time. And she's one of those tenants, which is why I'm really excited about her. And, you know, she's awesome. Okay. She's paying $1,880 a month. Purchase prices, I have it for $250. The renovations, as you guys just saw some of the pictures, right? It's not a high-end finish. Okay. It's not a high-end finish. It's in stable condition right now. The tenant's taking really good care of the property. The boiler's 3 years old. The water heater's 3 years old. Okay. The panels are good. No Federal Pacific, none of that illegal panels, none of that. Okay. So all the electrical is updated as well. So what are we going to do with the renovations, Elijah? What I would do immediately, okay, this is what I would do immediately, is I would replace 2 of the vanities because one of them is leaking, and I know exactly why it's leaking. It's because the P-trap is not connected to the pipe that it runs to correctly, but it's super easy to replace, and because that it's damaged and caused the vanity to leak. So 2 new vanities, you can literally get Glacier Bay vanities for $150 a pop, okay? We also have 40 square foot of hardwood flooring that needs to be replaced. And that means ripping and pulling out the existing 40 square feet of hardwood floor and then installing new 40 square foot of hardwood floor just to match the ones that are currently there. And then I would replace like 1 door frame and 1 door. And that's all that I would do because the tenant's paying $1,880. Market rent right now is around $2,100 to $2,200. You can maybe get a little bit higher, but I mean, 21 is a very conservative, it's a very safe number. It's something that I know you could rent it out for. And if you were to do market rent, okay, because you see my screen on here, if you were to do market rent, I would budget to put about, you know, 20 to 30,000 on the high end of renovations into it. Okay. This is going to be, you know, you're going to be redoing the kitchen. You're going to update the bathrooms a lot. You're going to paint the whole entire unit. I would sand and stain all the hardwood floors. But the challenge is that it's currently tenant occupied. So it's hard to do a $30,000 renovation. It's nearly impossible when you have a tenant that is living on the premises. So my strategy that I'm thinking about this property is, 1, I would love to be a part of the deal, whether that means we partner up, whether that means you lend me the money. And if you're not into that at all, maybe you're like, I only want to buy it. I want to be 100% owner. Maybe you're that type of person. I would wholesale this. In terms of the pricing, because I do need to close quickly on this, we'd probably be asking in the 265 range, around there, okay, for the asking price. And so for me, if you would want me as part of the transaction, and I would prefer to be part of the transaction because I live in Jersey City. I'm going to be in Jersey City for the next 30 years. It's a market that I focus on. What I would do is I would buy the property. The expenses every single month at a 7% interest rate right now are going to be $1,790. How do I know? I already have a HUD on the property. I already have a lender who's approved the deal. Okay. The expenses every month are going to be $1,790. Rent right now is $1,880 a month. Okay. We can do in-house management. We can do in-house maintenance. You're going to be collecting around $90 a month as is. Okay. And now here's the awesome thing. If you're a W-2 employee and you can do a refinance around, 4%, or let's say you're not, let's say you don't have any docs and you need to be able to do a refinance at 6%, right? We're going to lower the debt and we're going to increase the cash flow. We're going to lower the payments by, $100, $150, maybe $200, which is more cash flow for you. And in addition to that, we're going to spend our time over the next year to 2 years figuring out how to get this $1,880 rent, which is literally $200 to $300 below market, trying to figure out how to get this $1,880 up to the $2,100, $2,200 market rent and really create that cash flow there. But this is not a heavy cash flow deal, okay? The real value in this deal is the fact that in as-is condition right now, it's probably worth $340 to $360 in that range, okay? If you do a $30,000 renovation to this, you're gonna get so much more equity. You're easily going to be able to sell this for $385,000 in this hot market. How do I know? I have comps. I'm not going to pull them up because I know we're tight on time, but I can send you the full comps. I also sold 92A Randolph Avenue in Jersey City. Me here was actually part of that transaction. Okay. It's literally a few blocks from this in an area that's not as good as this. And that property sold for $385,000. That same property, it's literally the exact same property, 4 beds, 3 bath, row house, egress, exits for the basement. It's literally the exact same property sold for $385. Okay. And I was a part of that transaction. So that's how I'm basing my numbers on this. So with that being said, I'm open to being a part of this transaction. If we are, we buy it at 250. Typically, my structures work like this. I don't bring any money to the table. I have the management experience. We have the contracting experience. We'll do the management in-house. We'll do everything in-house. I live in Jersey City, so I'll be the one checking in on it, doing rent collections, all of that. Typical partners will bring the financing for me. Okay. And I have testimonials. I have people that I have transactions with right now. I'd be happy to share any of my contacts if you wanted to qualify me or get to know me a little bit more. Second option is I would wholesale it. I would probably be looking around 265 to sell this property. So with that being said, let's go ahead and open up for questions. Let's see. Joey, you're in here. Where'd Matt go? Oh, he's down here. All right, let's do questions, gentlemen. If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section for us, please. Joey, you want to start?
Yeah, initially looking at this, looks like a pretty good fix and flip, just because of the pure numbers, right? Looking at it, especially if you're, let's say if I was to basically buy you out wholesale, I'm gonna do a quick calculation here. Bear with me. So it seems like it's a 1 second. 75 minus. Calculator is not doing good.
You're good.
Yeah, so it's like a 70, like maybe a 76%, 77% on a dollar deal.
Yep.
Right. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically you take your ARV, multiply that by 70, either 75 or 65 or 70%, depending on how you financing it. So and then you subtract your rehab cost from that, and basically what I end up with is about 256 with a 75% deal, right? So that tells me I'm at around 77, something like that. So it's not a bad deal. You would just have to be able to buy it cash, and when you flip it, basically you're gonna make your 15% on that. Okay, so 385 times 15. So you're gonna make about $50,000-$60,000 profit on a flip. Okay. I personally, I like Jersey City as well, so I would probably see if I could hold on to it if I could. Again, it depends on the financing, how I'm getting in. So if I'm doing a structure similar to Elijah, where I can get like a private lender or partner to fund it, I would then hold on to it and make that little cash flow. But the thing that Jersey City is great is because it appreciates a lot. Earlier when I said that I had a store or a lumber yard, that was in Jersey City. I bought that 10 years ago, and I bought it at about 800,000, 850,000. That property is worth roughly $2 million right now.
Jeez.
And I gave it up for $90,000. So I know the definition of distressed seller. So yeah, had I held on to it, and it's towards the Heights section, so but you got to get on with life. You can't
Right.
dwell on that. So I would, like I said, if I had the chance, I would hold on to it. Yeah, basically that Airbnb in a property like this is probably not that ideal, being that New Jersey City changed their regulations quite a bit for Airbnb. So if you're like a owner occupied and you're renting out like 1 or 2 or 3 rooms, then it's permitted for like a certain amount of time. I forget the amount of days, like maybe 10 days out of the month. So that probably wouldn't be a good strategy. Yeah, and so this is a straight purchase, right? Regardless, like no seller finance or anything like that, Elijah.
No way. Not for this one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically so either strategy kind of works, you know, whether as a fix and flip, or you know, as a whole.
So Joey, so what you said is that you know, if you wanted to get in and buy it and fix it up and flip it right now, right? First of all, we'd have to have that conversation with the tenant.
Yes.
She is aware that there is a sale happening, and she did ask me, you know, am I able to stay or do I have to move? I said, you know, we're gonna need to talk to our partners to kind of really finalize that.
Yeah.
I did mention that, you know, I probably would want her to stay, but I got to verify that with my partners.
Right.
So having that conversation with her would be very easy for me.
Yeah.
And if we could work something out to where we could get her out. So if we were to fix it up and sell it instantly, or if you were to buy it outright and fix it up and sell it instantly, you know, there's anywhere from, you know, 45 to 55 to $60,000 profit, you know, on probably how long do you think this project would take, Joey, with the $30,000 rehab and having the tenant there, you know, reorganizing the tenant, like what, anywhere from 6 to 12 months, maybe?
No, it wouldn't be anywhere that long. I don't think the renovation is that extreme.
Right.
You know, because if you're just doing a new kitchen, if you're doing, let's say, 2 new bathrooms, and you're touching up the walls and redoing the plaster, that probably, because it's a small, you know, it's not a huge property.
Right.
So I would say it'll probably take you 3 to 4 months to do it. But also it depends if you're gonna go and get permits or not too.
Yep.
You know, because for the kitchen, you'll probably want to do it, but you're not changing anything in terms of structure. You know, you're not changing the layout, which is a good thing. But because everything's plaster and you do want to update some electrical and things like that, that's kind of where, you know, it gets a little messy.
Yep.
Especially for the kitchen.
I get it. And then as a hold period, what's your thoughts on, you know, collecting that cash flow, like maybe $90 a month, with the aspect of trying to increase the rent or trying to, you know, maybe get lower debt? Like talk to me about your perspective of the cash flow and holding it for a few years.
So it really depends on how you're structuring your buy-in, right? So if you're gonna come in with a partner, let's say that's doing all cash, then the whole period, and basically you're almost not gonna cash flow. You know, $90 is nothing. You know, anything, a faucet breaks is gonna cost you more than that. So realistically speaking, you know, $90 isn't really cash flow. You know, I wouldn't really consider it cash flow, right? Like you'll burn enough gas just getting there.
It's true.
You know, each month. So 90 is almost like zero, in other words. Yeah. So if you're able to come in, let's say get rid of the tenant somehow, and not try to depend on her $1,800, $1,900 a month.
Yep.
Come in, get her out, you know, do the renovation, and then find a new tenant. Let's say they can come in at $2,200, and then you do your refinance, get in at a lower rate. Right. Then you're really gonna cash flow.
Absolutely.
Is it a great cash flow? Not really, because it's single family. I personally don't love single family in terms of as a rental. You know, almost all the single families I've done, I've never kept any as a rental. I've always sold them as a flip. You know, the first one I did, I kept it for 3 years. You know, that first rental I did 2008, because I was actually, it was a ranch, had 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, but I was gonna make it like a McMansion.
Right.
You know, so I was gonna put an attic level on it, but because the market really sucked at that time, I was like, well, I don't want to put $150,000, $180,000 into it.
Right.
Not be able to get my money back. So I left it. You know, I did some renovations to it, and basically rented it out for, you know, a few years.
I love it. All right, Joey. Thank you for that feedback. Matt, where are
wait, let me talk real quick because I gotta go somewhere. I just want to point this out. I think this is like a good what's it called, like those people that are like hacking homes or something like that, where they're living in one area and they're renting out the other. What's that called? You guys know?
House hacking.
House hacking. Yeah. Yeah, because this property with the unit upstairs, you can rent it out, and it will pay for the property. And then the unit downstairs, you can, if you are living in an area, you can occupy it, right?
Right.
And I think what I think is really being missed about this deal is it's Jersey City, and it's Bergen Lafayette, which is like an area that when I got started, buying in because I got started buying in Jersey City probably like less than 8 years ago. I was buying properties, 2 families for 150. Now it's 380, and the area is transforming like every day. Down the street from Bergen Lafayette is the Liberty State Park, right?
Yeah.
And if you look there at the real estate there and all those lots there, they're all going to be apartment complexes. And as those get done, this property, this house, is gonna go up in value as well. Like people always think like, oh yeah, Jersey City is the town that's like that has the bad neighborhoods. I should buy in Bayonne, because when Jersey City gentrifies, Bayonne will go up in value. But no, that's not how it works. It's areas that's bad that gentrifies the most, and areas that's bad it's getting all the improvement because of that. That's why it gentrifies. So for me, I think this is a great house hacking deal for anybody that just wants to live for free and they're okay with just not having like the most amazing unit in the world, but they're not paying for anything. And as time goes by, this thing is going to appreciate. So
Makes sense.
in terms of house hacking, people that are into house hacking, they're just trying to buy something that in essence could pay for itself, as much as it can, or reduce their responsibilities in terms of payment. Like for this deal, you're making $90 a month. Let's say it was actually more expensive, and you were losing $100 to $200 a month. That's still a great loss for an investment in Jersey City. Do you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I forgot that it was a mother-daughter, they call it, where you have 2 kitchens basically.
Yeah.
What's the ceiling height on the basement?
It's like 7.5.
7.5. Okay, so you don't have to you're not gonna create a hunch back.
No, you won't have a hunchback.
Yeah, it's good height.
Just
Yeah, it's
make sure your buyer or whoever is renting is short. That's all.
All right, gentlemen, thank you guys. Matt, you got to speak on it. Matt, go.
I think these 2 guys covered it pretty well. Me personally, if I'm buying this deal, I'm going to do it as a flip. I'll speak to the tenant about vacating, unless you can get that done. Yeah. So I try and keep it simple, and I'm not a big fan of single family rentals in this area. Property taxes, pricing on the properties doesn't make quite.
Wait, you know how much taxes are on this thing, dude? This ain't New York. Staten Island, baby.
I know. I'm sure it's around what 4,000.
No, buddy, 3,700.
Okay, that was a pretty good guess.
Come on.
So
What are we playing prices, right?
yeah. So I don't know. For me, I just keep it simple. Let someone else be the creative person who they could rent it out to whoever, or house hack and everything like that. But I think this is a really easy property to sell.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the strategy I'd go with this one. The simplest way.
Love it. Well, you got my number, baby. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're interested in this, my email's right there. Make sure you take a screenshot, get it, shoot me an email. All right, let's go on to the next deal here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring to the stage the one, the only Sean. What's up, Sean?
Yo.
Sean.
All right. You're here, Sean?
Guys,
You
I'm
here?
sorry, I had to mute it.
Oh, no, you're good. You're here, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go through this
Can you
deal.
refresh that? Oh, hold on. I actually have to. Oh no, that's right. Never mind. That's right.
Do me a favor, Sean. Just guide me. Let me know with what you want me to pull up, when you want me to pull it up, and I'll do it for you. Okay?
All right. Should I introduce myself or anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. All right, guys. I guess thanks again for having me here. Again, I feel like I'm one of the newest newbie investors ever. Joey I actually was I was on his YouTube channel. Joey, thank you for having me that day. I think it was one of the best experiences I had.
No,
So,
we loved it. We loved having you.
yeah, it was like one of my best experiences to actually sit and just talk about my story. I never really did that fully and had it recorded. So amazing experience, especially the pizza afterwards.
All right.
But yeah, I compared to everybody else, I can't really. I think the connection I can make best with everybody is to the newcomers, the new investors, the new wholesalers. If you're new, I think I can relate to you the most and kind of lay out a foundation of what it looks like from my perspective, kind of being 3 years in, having somewhat of success here and there. But for me, to be honest, I'm still new. I got my first wholesale deal 3 months in 2017. So my first 90 days, I made a first wholesale deal, but I still didn't feel right about it. For me, I just always kept, as I wholesaled, I was thinking about the money all the time. Everybody I looked at, Elijah, if I looked at you, I'm like, how much can I make off of him? Joe, if I'm looking at you, how much? Matt, how much can I make off of these people? It doesn't matter. And I guess going home at the end of the day, sleeping with myself, and then I was like, there's a disconnection somewhere there because I'm looking at things wrong. And since then, my mentality and mindset has shifted a lot. So today, to sellers, I'm a service provider. But to my investors, my buyers, I'm a wholesaler. So I think it's a big mindset shift when you understand how to present yourself to sellers in a way where you're there to help them and really see it through. And I think I was mentioning to Elijah earlier that I did have something kind of fall through, but I'm going to still walk the seller through and make sure that they're well underway and good, and that's my whole thing is having good karma come back to me. So that's a little bit of where I'm at today. And yeah, let's jump into the deal.
All right.
Go.
Talk to us, baby.
All right. So this deal is in the 19141 area. It's kind of like Alany, I guess you could say. I'm looking to wholesale it. This one I got on the contract, as you guys can see, pretty low, $35K. The rehab is light as well, and the after repair value is pretty much there. The numbers are there. I know this because the next door neighbor to this house settled on their house in February for $220, which is a phenomenal kind of comp to have, especially it being next door. The reason why I'm selling it for so cheap is because this rehab is actually a full gut. So all you guys that look for full guts, the contractors that do full guts, investors that love full guts and just start for brand new, this is the one for you. So Elijah, if you can go into the Dropbox, you can get a little better idea. Yeah, it's pretty nasty in there. I guess if you can, let's start from the outside, going in from that one picture with all the leaves. Yeah, that one. That's a good one.
I got you.
So yeah, when I got there, it was pretty much Jumanji. The seller had just passed away 2 months ago, so I'm in communication with the family and assisting them. None of them are in state, so everything is being done mobilely. And as you guys can see, it's filled with a lot of branches. The benefit to this
a lot grew in 2 months.
Yeah, a lot grew. But the sellers was living in this condition. The dad, God bless him, he was living in these conditions. I felt really bad. I guess I'm not sure what the relationship with the family was, but the selling point to this house, you're looking right at it, is a 2-door garage. There's nothing else on the block that the house next door doesn't have this space either. So I think this is a big selling point for you to actually get your comp that you want, especially when it's all done. So you can see kind of next door. Oh, even the pictures now that you're looking at, this is something that me and my team does, my wholesaling team. We kind of go above and beyond, especially when we start to market deals. If we have to trim and do what we got to do, we'll do whatever it takes to get in there to make sure that when our buyers are in there, they're getting a clear view picture of what they're purchasing, the idea of thing that we do. And you get to see that before and after of what it looked like right there. But going into the house, it's really bad. Like I said, it's going to be a full gut. I know that there's water damage. It has to be mold. You kind of got to just rip out everything and start fresh. I think it's one of them scenarios where you may be standing in the basement looking up to the sky, starting that way.
Right.
But like I know that it being a full gut is pretty expensive, being COVID and everything. I want to take into consideration that what was once for a flipper maybe 3 to 6 months time frame in the rehab, that they may be now maybe 6 to a year. So taking into that consideration, I do take into consideration their holding costs, utilities, vacancy, everything. And that's why I'm not asking for much. I want to leave a good amount of room for the investor to actually make a profit as well, because that's what it's all about. That we work together, and it's room for everybody.
Holy mackerel!
Here, you like that one?
Yeah, he was living in that situation. God bless him, but
Oh,
I'm just here to help, guys. And you guys can see the Jumanji before and what we did afterwards, and the amount of time that we had. Even in the seat, well, we did our best to clear it out so that we can market well and help the family move forward.
Yeah, Sean, thank you for that presentation. All right, can you talk to me a little about the area real quick, just for anyone who doesn't know? Let us know about the neighborhood, what's going on here, what's it about here.
Oh yeah, so Alany isn't actually, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, isn't really my area of expertise. Again, I'm really happy with just capturing this contract because this was one of my students' contracts, and he lives in this area and he specializes it, so he's always coming across deals. If you guys come across my Facebook page, I actually made a post saying how proud I am of him to get back on track, because last deal I did with him was September. So reconnecting with him in the last 3 weeks, just getting his momentum back forward, he was able to lock this up, and I'm really proud of him. So I wish I had him next to me or something so he can actually explain the area.
Go check the Facebook page. Go check the Facebook page. You'll see it there.
Yeah, you'll see it there. I'm from what I know from just being in the Logan area, it's a big area for people to live and grow old in. I see that a lot of people are upkeeping their house. And actually, when I was on that block that day, there's a stone building that's like almost commercial with a big lot that we ended up skip tracing and found the owner for that one as well the next day. So it was a really good spot.
That's great, man. All right, let's go with Mahir first. Mahir, let's go.
So it's a big deal here.
If you want to see anything, let me know. I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah. So, what's the square footage on this house?
Square footage?
About 1,300. It's about 1,250.
About 1,250. All right, so it's a pretty decent sized house.
It says on,
You pulled it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know North Philly. That it's not real. I buy in West Philly.
Right.
My thing with this is it's not for the newest type of investor.
No, not at all.
You really got to have a tight crew with something like this, because even a $100,000 budget can disappear pretty quick. It can get done for under 100 or at 100 if you have a good crew. So my thing with this is there's risk here, and and Sean's taking some of that risk out by making the price as cheap as he is. I would just say, if you're a newer person, it's probably not the deal for you. If you're a contractor, this is the deals you're looking for. You keep your guys busy for months, and you get huge payoff in the back end. I think it makes a lot of sense for someone who's a contractor, someone who's very hands-on with their crew.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that.
Joey?
Yeah, I totally agree with Mahir. This is a big job, so I'm not sure if, like, personally, I don't know if I would even tackle this job. I mean, I'm able to do these kind of jobs, but 100K, it's kind of scary. Also, I don't really know the area, so in terms of the comps, it keeps calling me. Yeah, so in terms of the comps, I think Sean's pretty accurate. 200. He might be able to get a little bit more than 200, 225, because he's gonna fully gut everything. So everything's gonna be brand new.
Right.
So it looks like he's got to put a new roof, new siding. He's got garage doors he's got to put on. So it might the renovation might be more than 100. With the holding costs and all kinds of things. But let's assume his rehab cost is fairly accurate. You're looking at like maybe around $30,000 a profit margin, on something like this. So like I said, personally, I probably wouldn't do a a couple of months, 1 year deal for $30,000. Because if you divide that by 12, it's like 2-3 thousand a month. So to me, it wouldn't make sense. But to someone who's, let's say, a very hands-on contractor slash handyman, and they can get like 2-3 guys to just help him for a couple of months, just to kind of grind out this project quickly, and keep his payroll fairly low. I think that person can make a decent buck.
So, Joey, let me ask you, right? Because I'm trying to understand this. Like, let's say I'm a newbie investor, and maybe I want to look more into this area of Philadelphia. Maybe I see, Sean, is there a lot of like potential deals that are like this, or is there a lot of opportunity to like build a cash flow or do a lot more fix and flips in this area? Do you know?
To be honest, he finds stuff all the time in this area. Like he actually has a list of like.
All right, that's great. That's great.
And we're always skip tracing,
Right. So that's great. So that already tells me that there's a lot of inventory here, right? And so if I'm a newbie investor and I'm looking into this area, Joey or Matt, when you guys want to chime in on this, how would you recommend that like I find someone who's experienced and really just try to join their team or get involved with them so I can take on projects just like this, knowing that there's a lot of inventory here? What would you guys recommend for that?
I would probably drive around a little bit, drive around the neighborhood, see who's doing work around the neighborhood, right? And just kind of approach them. Like if there's a bunch of contractors running in and out of a house, I do this all the time, by the way. I'll just go into the house and just ask them, hey, who's the boss here? Whatever. And I'll go inside and just look around at the project. And most of the contractors, they don't like kick you out. They'll actually let you in, and they'll show you, hey, I'm doing this. This is 2 bedrooms, we're making it 3, and we're patching the walls here. We're gonna put the kitchen there. So a lot of these guys are proud to show you what they're doing, and at the same time, you can grab their information and just, you kind of get to see firsthand what they're doing. And then what you can do is, keep their information, and let's say in a few weeks or in a month, come back, see what kind of progress they're making. Are they making very good progress, or are they just super slow? Did you come back and it's the same exact thing? So, just doing something like that is pretty cool. And like I said, just driving the neighborhood, kind of like, you guys understand, like driving for dollar. It's the same thing. It's driving for contractors.
Exactly. I love that, Joey. Awesome piece of advice there. Mahir, anything to add to that? Mahir, another question is, Matt, how can I find someone like you? That's what I want to know.
I'm hiding in my basement right now. I don't know. It's very hard to find me these days.
He's hiding at the beach, not his basement. He's lying.
And the beach. When I'm not in the basement, how do you find someone like me? Why do you need someone like me?
Well, because let's think about it, right? This is a heavy project. I remember when I was first getting started, 19-year-old kid. Like, first of all, Matt, the first project that you and I did together was actually this project.
Yeah, it was $100,000 project.
It was $100,000 rehab. We were both inexperienced, and you tackled it because you were the owner of it. But like that job was done, and so it's like I'm thinking, like as a newbie investor, it's like it's just great to find someone and really kind of get to see their process, how they run the show, and of course make money at the end of the day. But it's like how do you make that connection, and how do you find someone who's like already kind of doing it?
So like, all right, if you're in the wholesaler shoes.
No. Let's say you wanted to buy this. So you're looking for someone else who already has like the crew in place, like you or like Joey. Like you're trying to find someone like you or Joey.
So you source the deal.
Correct. You're bringing.
Now you're looking for the buyer.
Correct.
Right. The guys that I usually work with are the guys I've closed deals with. So like, just me, right? Like I try not to give out my phone number really at all unless we've closed the deal. Because other than that, like I don't know how real you are. You don't know how real I am. It's like there's no point for this like small chit chat and stuff like that. So like, here's an example, right? This guy, there's a guy I buy deals from in East Orange. He usually has 2 or 3 family deals, and basically now when he has a deal, he comes to me first, right? Because I've proved as a closer. So that's a key, right? So if you source this deal, I would reach out to are closers, right? Who have you closed? Maybe this guy, I don't know the relationship with the guy that Sean has with the guy, but let's just say he's already sold 5 deals and maybe he sold 2 deals like this similarly 6 months ago, 3 months ago. So those would be the first people I go back with and say, all right, maybe they want a part of the deal. This is how I want to do it different. I'm not going to charge you my wholesale fee. I'll put my name on the note, blah, blah, blah. Like, try to add value some way that makes me want to partner with you on the deal. And the reason I partner with you on the deal is because if I know that you're a deal sourcer, which is also a value, then it's going to make sense for me to keep working with you going forward. Because if I know, like, Elijah's going to keep sending me deals and he wants to partner on a few of them with me here and there, I'm fine with that because that makes him happy, which if he's happy, he's going to keep calling me the first time he has, available deals.
Very true. I love it. That was an awesome piece of advice. Like, find people who have the experience and add value, whether that's bringing the deal, whether that's, volunteering your time, whatever you can help with, add the value. That was awesome, man. All right, guys, this was Sean's deals in Philadelphia. Sean does a lot of business in Philadelphia, so make sure you get his email, reach out to him, add him on Facebook. If you have specific questions about this deal, reach out to Sean. If you can't find Sean, reach out to me and I'll connect you with Sean. Sean, thank you for your amazing pick.
Yeah, can I just add, guys? I was a little unprepared because I've been really, really busy since the last panel. It kind of like projected me upwards, especially with the students that I have too that I've been training with wholesaling. And hit me up, guys, because I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'll be closing stuff all the time. So reach out to me, and I can always share with you what I got as well. I can only pitch one. I actually wanted to pitch 2, but Elijah said no. I'm like, all right.
I don't have time. If you have another deal, so reach out to him for the other deal as well. There we go. All right, thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
That's a good tease right there.
All right, we got up next, Jonathan. How are you, brother? Can you hear me? Your mic's muted. How do we unmute you?
There, I got it.
All right, John. Tell us what's up, and let's get into the deal, baby.
All right. So this is actually a condo conversion play. Joey might be a little biased here because he's part of the transaction, but
he's in with the judge.
I don't know anything about it.
So it's 2 single-family properties that are both side by side that were approved as 2-family homes. Now, have the architectural plans already. Each of the units would be about 1,400 square feet, and they would all be 3-bed, 2.5-bath units. Again, the play is to convert them into condos. Based off of that, we would have an ARV of about 500,000 to 550 per unit.
Okay.
All right. So just to review, we got a condo conversion. So right now, what's the existing building? What's the usage of the existing building?
Oh, thank you. It's two shells. So they're basically, for the most part, cleaned out in the interior.
Yep.
And ready to be to start with like plumbing, electrical, HVAC, frame, and then framing and whatnot.
Right. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, this is in Clerk Street, Jersey City. This is actually very close to my original property on Oak Street. This property is actually a little bit closer to the light rails. So this is definitely a hot area right now.
It's about, I think it was like 2 blocks away from the train.
Yeah.
And it's around the corner from a big new construction building that's going on.
Absolutely. Like the hot part here in Jersey City is like the Berry Lane Park, the Communal Paul neighborhood. Like this area is a lot of redevelopment right now. Okay, so John, which one of these links should we pull up? We got condo comps, we got 2-fam comps, rental comps. You want me to pull any of these up?
You could pull them up as just comps or whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
So let me ask you, right? So you said the proposition here is that you guys want to, because you and Joey are involved in the transaction, you guys are wanting to buy this building for $625. The rehab is $700,000. I mean, Joey's the contractor, so that's like what his cost is. So you get to know the numbers officially. And then the after repair value is 2.2. Now that's as condos, correct?
That's correct.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so let's pull up some of these condo comps here. Let's see what we have. Ooh, this is the MLS. For anyone who doesn't know, this is Jersey City, Hudson MLS. All right, so this is in Bergen Lafayette, same neighborhood, 84 Madison, 2 beds, 2 bath. Your property is going to be what? 3 bedroom, 2 bath?
Yeah, three,
Um,
3 bed, 2.5.
2.5.
okay, this is a luxury finish. What kind of finishes are you guys going to have? Roughly, Joey.
So we're gonna also do high-end, contemporary, modern luxury finishes as well.
Okay, so just like this one at 84
Yeah,
Madison.
very
And
similar.
what's the timeline on these? Like, what's the timeline like?
It's probably gonna be 10 months to 14 months,
Okay.
start to finish.
And that includes reselling, or is that just the rehab?
That includes everything. That includes
Yeah,
so
right.
once we finish all the rehab, we get the CEO, we do the condo conversion with the state, and that's the whole thing, start to finish,
Awesome.
and then selling the property as well.
Perfect. Got 84 Madison. Oh, Madison is this come a few times. So this is a 2 bed, 2 bath, 649. Got
Yeah, I think that was condo conversion as well. As you can see, it's probably like the top and bottom. I don't recall looking
Yeah,
at
it is.
yeah, Communipaw Avenue is actually a little bit further away from the light rail. So and this one sold for 600, 3 beds, 2 baths. So that's a very accurate comp there. We got 312 Arlington. This is a
If I recall, 312 Arlington was probably one of the best comps for everything. The only thing that ours wouldn't have comparatively is the one of the units on both sides would not have parking.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I have a very good idea of what this thing's worth. This 339 is a really cheap comp.
Yeah.
It's very cheap. It's too cheap for the area.
It's in a large building, that's why.
Right. Versus like being its like own space.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
this.
that was just, don't mind that.
Yeah.
That's
that
like
property's not a comp at all. I wouldn't even.
yeah, and inside is not really that well renovated as well.
All right. Joey, you don't get this. Actually, you can add some stuff. Matt, let's start with you. What do you think, man?
Interesting deal. Interesting deal. I'd like to be a part of a deal like this to see like what it takes to really get this thing converted and do those high end finishes and sell to sell in that market. I feel like that's just a good experience to have if you have capital to put into a deal, and like let's say Joey or Jonathan is looking for a partner. It should be a good experience to go through all the different things that you're going to have to go through with the city and the state and everything like that. And the planning, there's going to be architect drawings too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with this, but it just looks like a cool project.
All right, Joey, anything you want to add with your unbiased opinion?
Yeah. So so we're looking to raise some capital for this. We're looking for anywhere up to like $300,000-$400,000 as a debt on the debt side. We already have enough equity partners to actually fund it already, but why not find somebody to debt fund it, right? If we
can you talk about what the difference of that is?
Sure, definitely. Debt basically is exactly what it sounds like, right? We basically give you a promissory note pretty much, and we owe you money on the project. Whereas like an equity investor, you would have a percentage ownership of the project itself. So that's basically the difference.
Simple. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
for this, go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, John. Yeah.
So go ahead, John. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no. So I was just going to answer some of the questions that are on the side. I don't know.
Wait, can you see them?
Yeah, I can see them. All you have to do is comments.
No, I'm on the comments, and I'm like running the show. I should be able to see this.
Oh,
yeah, on the side, you just gotta open the screen. It says comments.
Guys, my screen's open. Trust
So
me.
just
Answer some section.
Ahmed, as far as issues with the township for the condo conversion, we don't foresee any because there are several, condo conversions already being done. It's just about getting the right attorney to convert it. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, Jagar. The current what's the use currently? It was a single family, but we have the approval showing the conversion to 2 family for each unit. and then we would be so we have that approval already. So worst case, we make 2 really beautiful 2-family homes, and let's say they're not actually gonna approve it for whatever reason. Then we have 2-family comps, which I showed in the screen or whatnot, that show that it would probably sell for somewhere between 850 and 900. Yeah, okay. Daniel, I kind of answered that question already. And then I guess Nick's saying to see the comments in the New York Real Estate Investors Association.
No, that was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay, got it.
I'm trying to see how, I can't see any of the comments, so I'm trying to figure that out. It's all right. You got it. And were there any other questions for your deal?
So just to answer Dan, the condo conversion process is not with Jersey City. It's actually with the state of New Jersey. So
oh yeah, thank you.
very
Important
exception.
What kind of things do you have to go through with the city?
Excuse me?
And as far as the
What kind
condo
of things do you have to
conversion,
go through with the city?
I'm sorry, Matt. What were you saying?
Yeah. What kind of things do you have to go through with the city?
So
you
with
think?
the city, all you have to really do is get your CO. Just get all your construction done, get the CO, and that's basically it. So when you're ready basically to sell the property, then you do your conversion with the state. So you have the attorney, he'll come. Basically, we have several friends that have done this a lot, so they're kind of guiding us through the whole process. And basically, we're using their attorney and everything. So
awesome.
yeah,
Good
so
resources.
we personally don't have that experience ourselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you. Good, John. Good, Joey.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I want to let you guys know these guys are super active in the Jersey market, so make sure you connect with them. John's email's on the screen. Add Joey and John on Facebook, and they got the podcast. So definitely reach out to them. Any questions? If you want to follow up on the deal and see how it goes, definitely reach out to them, touch base. All right, John. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon, brother.
No problem.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we got my man, the legend. Last but not least,
Yarrick.
It's your boy Yarrick with his houses, yes, sir.
How are you,
Hello,
Yarrick?
guys. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, guys, it's the final deal tonight. If you're excited, first of all, if you're still here, just to let you guys know, we have over 100 people tuned in right now. If you're if you're excited to finish this off strong with another awesome deal, put it in the comments. Right. I can't see your comments right now, but I will review them at the end of this stream. I promise I'm going to reply to everyone that I need to reply to. Okay, put it in the comment section. Let me know how excited you are for this final deal. Yurick's bringing us something once again in West Philadelphia. All right, Yurick, take the show away, baby.
Elijah, thank you, brother. Thank you for the introduction. Hi, everyone. It's your boy Yarrick who buys houses. I invest in Philadelphia. As you can see here, I have a property. What am I here for today? Today, I am raising capital for asset acquisition. So a deal such as this one is what I'll be presenting to show you what I usually buy or invest in and focus in. But overall, general, I'm looking to raise funds. So let's go through with it. This is a mixed use. It's in West Philadelphia, as Elijah said. By the way, John, great presentation thing coming out. So yeah, going back to this, the address is 49 North 52nd Street, and the zip code is 19139. The purchase price, originally the seller was asking $375. Right now it's on the contract for $250, and the estimated renovation is about $80,000. The reason why it's $80,000 is because the first floor, the entire floor is a commercial unit. So I'm not going to be doing no renovation there. That's pretty much left to the business. Whoever's moving in, they're doing a renovation on their own. The ARV projected, since this is a mixed use commercial, the lending is a little bit different when it comes to refi. Based on rents, the ARV comes out to $410,000 to $415,000. The square footage is 3612. It's 3 stories, so you're looking at 1,200 square feet each floor. The lot square is 1,832. Zoning is CMX2. What does that mean? That means that the first floor has to be commercial, but everything else residential is fine. Currently, it has 4 units. It has 1 storefront, which is on the first floor, 2 units on the third floor, and a 3-bedroom on the third floor. So estimating rents, this is very modest. Rent meter showed a little bit higher. But again, the focus is to get it rented out in a way where it's not brand new, but it's rentable. So yeah, so pretty much those are the rents, which comes out to about 39 to 4,900 a month. And that, yeah, again, that Airbnb came out to about 515. So my questions would be to Joey in the future is to pretty much the storefront when it comes to renovation. Is that the case? But I'll open up to questions.
All right, let's go through some of these pictures here. So, first and foremost, Yard, talk to me a little bit about the area of West Philly for anyone who does not know.
Yeah,
What's
so
going
this is on 52nd Street, which is a block away from half a block away from a train station. So it is a very busy street. It's in West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia is pretty much up and coming. The reason why I say that is 52nd Street always has a police officer there to make sure everything's running smooth. So they're already changing the area. They're lowering the crime rate and so on. This is why I love West Philly because the numbers still work, right? I live in Brooklyn, New York. If anybody's in Brooklyn, New York, let's grab some lunch. But I love Philadelphia is because the numbers work and so on. And I definitely see appreciation going up in that area. Now, a little bit about the business. As you can see on the first floor, it's an eyeglass store. So it's actually being rented to the owner. So the owner is actually using it for his own business, which is an optical store. One of my game plans was to actually reach out to other optical franchise and maybe see if they would be interested to move into a space that already had 20 years prior of business in optical industry. Yeah, so and it becomes vacant. So yeah, it's pretty much, and it's livable. So it was just now recently the second floor, both the units were being rented for $700 a month each, and you know the rest can be definitely be increased.
All right, let's go through some of these pictures here. Where are we at? So we got a mixed-use building, 4 units total, right, Yurk?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got a commercial space, and then we got 3 units above it, right?
Yes.
All right, so left, right. Come on, Elijah, be smarter than the computer.
Gotta go back. It's weird. Yeah, you can't. Oh, there you go.
Oh no, I just need to do a slideshow. Yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Fire alarm.
Yeah, so it already comes with a fire alarm, which is great. You know, it's ready to run ready.
All right, here's the yeah, this thing. Those are some good doors, man.
Yeah, antique
Antique doors, right?
Yes.
Radiator.
How's the property?
This is steam heating, right, Joey? Wait, is this a radiator and a baseboard? What is this?
Heat. So what you're pointing at is electric baseboard rather.
Oh,
So that radiator looks like actually hot water heating. So it was converted to hot water, and it's no longer steam.
look at this knowledge Joey Chan is dropping for us. Trust me, guys. You want to learn how to rehab houses? Hang out with Joey, baby.
Most definitely.
Next picture here. Wait, so Joey, with this, like, would you redo this? Would you maintenance it? What would you do with this?
I wouldn't do anything to it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Unless you're gonna like gut the whole place and put in a new heating system, I wouldn't touch it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Joey, speaking of renovation, now I budgeted about $80,000. I'm pretty much planning, you know, 30,000 per floor, which is about 1,200 square feet.
I think that's a pretty good budget. Given you know it's not huge.
Because
Inside.
the first floor is a storefront, and there's no renovation to be done there.
Right. Yeah, because whatever tenant comes in, they're gonna do their own fit out.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So the third floor, you're looking at the third floor right now. It was some work done to it, but it was mostly like by the owner or whatever it was. He was just kind of
terrible.
Joey, 1 through 10. What do you think of the spackle job here?
4.
20.
Wow, you gave it a 4, buddy. You're being modest, huh? All right. This is one of the bedrooms, right, Yerk?
Yes, sir. That's pretty much the third floor.
Oh, the panels. What kind of panel we got here?
It's a square D panel. It's a sub panel, basically.
6 circuits on it. 12
Yeah.
circuit.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total.
Yeah.
But there's two 220 breakers.
Right. Yeah, you see those, right?
Yeah. It's not clear, but I know.
So it has really high ceilings. I wouldn't do too much renovation to it. The goal would be Section 8. with the economy that we're going right now.
What is Section 8, Eric? What is that for anyone who doesn't know?
So Section 8 is pretty much people who have vouchers from the government to pay for their rent or most of it, depending on whatever situation they're in. And, when we had a lockout or when pretty much the coronavirus happened, I have friends who are investors, and I believe Mahir would also concur to that, where, Section 8 is never late, right? So whatever the economy is happening, when the first comes, you're getting paid. And Philadelphia is still paying similar to what the fair market is of rents when it comes to Section 8.
So, by the way, real quick, guys, and Joey, please chime in on this. But like, you see, we're sitting here scrolling through pictures, like Joey, Matt, Yurick, like all these guys, like they see hundreds of houses like every single week, and to drive out to every property, especially when you're in New York doing business in Philly, like how Matt and Yurick are. I mean, Joey invests all over Jersey, like. We rely a lot on quality pictures just to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Joey, when you see walls like this, can you kind of like break down your thought process? Things to look out for, maybe things to salvage when you see walls like this?
Yeah, again, it just really depends on your goals, right? So if you're trying to rent out to like lower end Section 8,
right,
I wouldn't do too much to the walls other than like some patching and just really paint. The floors really do need some work, kind of uniform all the floors. So it looks like carpet. So what I would do is remove the carpet, get rid of that threshold there and go in with either new fresh carpet throughout or a new cheaper vinyl. I no longer use laminate because laminate is, well, the more expensive laminate is waterproof, but the cheaper laminate is not.
Right.
So I would just go all laminate throughout, make it really nice.
You go all vinyl throughout, right?
Yeah.
So with the vinyl being said, would it still be in a budget of, let's say, 1,200 square feet per floor of $30,000?
Absolutely, yeah, I think so. And also it depends on. So your biggest cost really is going to be your kitchen and bathrooms for the most part, right?
Would you change that? What do you think about the kitchen?
I would probably change it. Yeah, I would change it.
Yeah, get new base cabinets, new upper cabinets in there.
Yeah. But by the way, my kitchen cabinet warehouse is in North Philly.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. So anybody need kitchen cabinets,
All right.
hit me up.
I'm gonna get the plug.
Joey's plug.
Definitely, I have to plug it.
All right, guys. So we went through all the pictures here. I definitely say this rehab is very accurate. So let's start with some questions here. Is Matt here? Matt, go away.
Yeah.
Joey, you're on here.
Well, we had a question from Daniel Hugh.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, is everything? Thank you. Dan is actually a paramedic. Thank you, Dan, for your services. You're awesome. For all you guys, nurses, in this, as the pandemic that we're in. So Dan's question is, Yari, do you worry about getting a retail tenant during the pandemic? So that's actually one of the obstacles I'm facing right now is that hard money lenders, so for example, I reached out to ABL and Rock Capital. They both said no. They're not lending on mixed use right now due to they don't know if I'll be able to get a refi. And the reason why is due to the epidemic right now we're having is that, is the commercial space still active and still going on? I personally, on the block that this property is located, across the street, there's actually stores getting renovated. Next door to is Dollar General. Half a block away is McDonald's. So this location is very popular. I'm not really worried about that. And again, my plan is to pretty much get this thing rented out before we close, right? Because if I don't have to do a renovation and all it is pretty much location, I love the location and big franchise stores such as McDonald's love the location. They're half a block away. So I'm kind of liking the area where I definitely see appreciation. And at this point, it's me partnering up with an agent who is good commercial spacing, who understands how to deal with commercial units, getting a rent out for a perfect tenant. Again, I'm not sure. I can't say 100%, but that's pretty much my game plan.
Love it.
I love it. I think that's pretty accurate. So I just closed on yesterday. I just closed on a mixed use myself.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah, store.
Congrats,
storefront. Thank you. So there's a storefront and an apartment upstairs. Not. I wish I had this many apartments, but you know what are you gonna do? But the only thing it was that we were able to get a bank to say yes, we would refinance you before we got the hard money loan, which was
Got
good.
it.
Yeah.
I'll be
So
reaching out to you to find out.
yeah, I
if
would try to approach it that way. Try to talk to a couple of guys that would refinance. Like they're in the business of refinancing mixed use.
Right.
We'll do that. Dan Huey, just send me a PM. I'll answer your questions about the condo stuff later.
Love it. All
Yeah,
right.
we have,
Are there
we
any
have a
questions?
question from Tom. Should I read it out?
Yeah, please.
410 to 515 is a big ARV range. Is that depending on the rehab scope? So, Tom, to answer your question, this is a commercial unit. It doesn't go based on comps, right? So when you do commercial, you don't go to a regular lender. It has to be specific commercial lenders, and there's very limited amount of them. So it all based on the rents. And the reason why it's from 410 to 515 is because if you look at the rent spreads, I said in this 3,900 to 4,900 per month they'll be collecting depending on who moves in. So if you look at 850 to 950 and so on, so that's the range. So if I'm not mistaken, the way the formula is for commercial lending is pretty much, let's say 4,900 per month. You times it by 12, right? You divide it by 12, so times it by 12 what? 12 months, and then you times it by 0.7, which is 70%. The reason why you want to make sure that 30% is left over to the taxes, insurance, and all that, so all the other costs. The 700 is not including the mortgage, right? So now, I'm sorry, 75. So 75% of it is not including mortgage. That's how much you would. Normal stand from mixed use is 75. I use 70, and then you pretty much times it, and then you divide it by cap rate. So once you have that number, you divide it by the cap rate. With the cap rate of 8%, the reason why 8% is because it's going to be a mid renovation. If I would do a full gut, I would be aiming for a 7% cap rate. That's pretty much how the formula is, and that's how pretty much I came up with the numbers from 510 to 515 ARV.
And man, these buildings, if you can manage them correctly, you can have good quality tenants. You're not overcharging on the rent, but you're charging just enough to where people are working for it. They're taking care of the property. Man, these things can be great properties over a period of 5, 10, 15 years. Good retirement accounts for sure.
Yeah, the reason to add in, the reason why I love mixed use is that, let's say I do get a renter who's going to pay $2,200, $2,400 on a good year. That's pretty much covering the entire mortgage of the property, right? So that's pretty much that's the beauty about businesses. Either you score big or you might not score at all.
I love it, man. All right, any other questions from the audience here? I can't see anything.
Brian, I'll definitely reach out to you. Brian mentioned that he would be able to lend them this. So, like I said before, I'm looking to raise capital for deals such as this one, not this one specifically. But yeah, I'm always looking to for more, growth and so on. So if anybody wants to reach out, network in some way, always open. My email is I believe is on top, right, Elijah? promasterlight@gmail.com. Again, my name is Yarek. Who buys houses? You just type in Yarek buys houses, and you'll be able to find me on Facebook, Twitter, and also not Twitter, Instagram, and so on. So definitely.
Man, I've had so much fun here this evening. I can tell you guys, it's one thing to come together. And I remember when I was just going to start off, I had no idea how to look at a deal. I had no idea how to analyze deals. I had no idea how to meet people. I used to be scared to meet people like Joey, like Yarek, like Matt, like Nick, right? And just to be able to have them on here with us this evening to really dive in and kind of walk us through these deals. These are real deals. So if you guys are actually interested, if you guys want to learn more, you guys want to take your education to the next level, like reach out to these people who are selling, right? Ask them questions. Ask how you can get involved. Talk about some of the risks. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's one of the secrets to life. You are the questions that you ask, okay? So we've had a lot of fun here tonight. I've enjoyed myself. Have you guys enjoyed yourself? Yes? Did you guys?
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. 100%.
All right, listen, if you guys had fun, put it in the comment section. Listen, I just have two final things I need to say. Number one is if you're not a part of our membership, once again, we're going to be giving you guys the chance to join for $97, okay? You can either reach out to me, you can reach out to Nick through Facebook, email, whatever. You'll be getting a message from Nick as well. Okay, make sure you take advantage of that if you're looking for a local community who's actually doing things. And secondly, please like and share this video so we can reach this out to as many people as possible, touch some more lives, make some more great connections. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back soon with another live webinar, bringing you another deal night, and we're going to have some fun. Thank you guys, and have a great night.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Joey, Yerk, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Joey. Take care, Matt. Nick
Whoever
Chang.
else is
Hey,
still
guys.
on here. Appreciate you guys.
And Nick Chang is in.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, you're right. It's already over?
Yeah, we just finished.
Almost.
Yeah, we rushed it, you know. It's like don't.
We didn't rush nothing. Everyone got their time. What do you mean?
By the way, Elijah, next time when you see that, like how my hair's off, you can just remove them from the cam.
All right. So like this.
All right, he's back.
Let's go.
I was on the call. I'm sorry, I was
By
on the
the
call.
way, no, we're still going. So keep going, guys.
No, it's over. The event's over.
I
Elijah.
fell asleep through the whole thing.
Guys, I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up early.
You
Bye,
really gotta
Elijah.
go?
Nobody's-
All right. Well,
All right, well, I got Yarik's number. I'll ask him more about this deal, if anything.
Sounds good. Awesome.
See you
all
later.
right, I'm gonna end this live. Hey, we love you guys. Make sure you guys get some good rest tonight. Wake up tomorrow and grind, hustle. Let's get it. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Right, bye.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
How do I end
I
this?
guess.
You end the live stream.
Oh yeah, right up top, right?
Yeah, the red button. We're still here, dude. It's not that hard. It's on the right.
That's where let's go.
All right, here we go. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye bye.
Take care.
John, PM me.